that's a really good question. We kind of decided early on, about the kind of work that we wanted to do. So we wanted to do design work and we wanted to do print work, but that we didn't want to be something press. We didn't want to be something studio or something creative because we didn't really feel that those two ideas, were accurate for what we wanted to be. So we kind of settled on this format before we settled on the name. So we wanted to be something workshop, and we kind of kicked around a lot of ideas, and we felt that this idea of a hungry workshop really resonated with both of those aspects of print and creative, and we feel like hungriness is something that anybody who wants to produce anything good kind of has that feeling, and would really resonate with people from a design sense, from a creative sense, a print sense, and a small business sense as well. And I think, and it's almost beyond design, like I think anybody who wants to do anything that has a quality to it, is striving for something, and that's what hungriness is all about. Yeah.
Starting off this whole thing, how did you start off Hungry Workshop?
So my wife Jen and I got into letterpress printing through as a bit of a hobby. So we had a neighbour that was involved in a historical village where they had a bunch of old presses, and Jenna went out there to visit on the weekends, and I came out, and we just kind of got a bit carried away with it, and we were out there every weekend, and then we were out there weeknights, and we got to a point where we never left.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. One day the guys offered the printers there offered us a printing press, and that's kind of what snowballed the rest of the Hungry Workshop.
Say that you're selective about who your clients are, or whoever who wants and needs something is just approved for that?
Yeah, look, I think we're not really too picky about who we work with, but I think the nature of the work that we produce, points us towards a certain style of client.
Yeah.
So we're not picky, but the work that we do makes points us in a very specific direction.
So keeping the integrity of the name of Hungry Workshop, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when you work with your clients, is this like a back and forth kind of deal, or is it more so, hey, here it is, and then you don't hear from them, and then...
Yeah. No, look, we like to be really collaborative, and I think that's one of the reasons why we got into the print side of things, is because we like working with people. We like having them come in. We like to discuss their projects. We often have production ideas that we share with our clients, and so it's a very collaborative process, and I think it's the best way to work. We have a bit of a I don't know if you could call it a way of thinking that there are good ideas come from everywhere, and there are no bad ideas. So I think being open to that is really important.
People are working in this station right now?
So, right now there's just 3 of us. But we have Jenna and myself who started the business. we have a studio manager, Andrea, and then we have 3 designers and printers. They have a shared role. So Adam, Flannery, Bonnie, and Lon. So there's 6 of us all up. And we also have an internship program. So for 3 months, 2 days a week, we have an intern that comes in. So they usually come in Thursday, Friday. So there's that. Myself, Bonnie, and Adam all have dogs. So the dogs are often in, max 2 a day. And Jenna and I also have a small child who's almost 1, so he comes in every now and then. So it does get a bit hectic in here. It can have like 9 or 10 kind of things running around making noise, getting things done. So the studio manager's there. Me, Adam, intern.
How is it like on a typical day? How is a Hungry Workshop working?
So on a typical day, so lots of print. We do a lot of print production. So Jenna and myself will do, and the studio manager will do a lot of the client liaison kind of work. So we'll work directly with clients, quote the jobs, the studio manager, and kind of get the jobs happening from that sense. From there, we'll order the plates. The plates will come in, paper will come in. We'll set the plates up, mount up a job, ink up the press. We guillotine it out the back, pack it all up, and ship it off. So usually on any given day, there's maybe 2 or 3 projects in various states. Whether they're currently on the press, in pre-press getting set up, or at the back getting guillotined, packed up and sent off, or if the guys aren't printing, they'll be at their desk kind of doing some design work. We have a kind of standard turnaround time where we like to turn things around between 10 to 15 business days, which is 2 to 3 weeks. And design projects can take anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks to 6 to 12 months, sometimes longer.
So you said that you had an internship program.
Yep.
When it comes to internship, what are you looking for in their portfolios? Or do they have to have a portfolio?
Look, definitely. A portfolio is really important. Because we want to establish a long-term relationship with our interns. So both Bonnie and Lon came through our internship program. And they now work with us full time. And so folio is important. We interview our interns. So a decent folio with kind of work that reflects a level of finish and attention to detail, that looks like work that we might potentially one day be able to sell to our clients, like of that kind of standard, is really important. And we're realistic as well, so we know that students coming straight from university programs might not have a lot of real world projects, but a folio that has a high level of finish will definitely get an interview here. But the second thing that's really important is how they kind of carry themselves in an interview. And we have a pretty good team here, and the studio environment is really important, and the ability to kind of be a bit relaxed and have a bit of personality and kind of being able to shoot the breeze is really kind of fundamental, and your work might be good, you might be a really interesting, cool person, but like if the personality doesn't click, then it might not work out.
Yeah.
And that's why doing internships is really important, because you can get comfortable in a studio environment. You can learn a lot of things and see what kind of studio you want to work in. Whether it's a quiet one, a loud one, a fast-paced studio, a slow-paced studio, a big studio, or a small studio. They're all very, very different.
So in that spectrum, what would you say this studio is?
Oh, look. Well, we're a kind of small studio, and we tend to move pretty fast with our print projects, just because we've got a tight deadline. We like to keep pretty busy. But I think we have a pretty laid back studio vibe, I would like to think, but who knows? What do you think? Does that sound true? Yeah, I'm probably the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, you seem pretty laid back, so that's
Yeah.
right. Well, do you have any other questions?
Not that comes to mind. No, I can see you guys are very laid back.
Yeah.
In a good way.
That's,
Laid back in a good
I
way.
feel like it's important. Yeah, it's just to connect with people like easily.
Yeah.
Just have a good experience like everyone wants.
Yeah.
Any advices for any studios that are up and coming, or any advices for students? Any wisdom that you want to pour us with?
I guess maybe we can say finishing uni and getting out on your own, or any advice.
Oh yeah. Look, I think you'll need to keep working on your folio. You'll need to get in touch with the studios that you're interested in, and as you keep updating your folio, keep sending it to the studios that you're interested in. Show them that you're progressing. Show them that because your learning won't finish when you finish uni. Your work will keep changing, keep improving, and evolving in the first year, second year, third year. And it's an interesting industry. Like there's a lot of studios out there, but there's even more students graduating each year. And persistence is really important. And but I think one of the key things is getting some experience, whether that's through an internship or part-time work or doing your own freelance projects, and finding somebody whose work you admire, and someone who you trust, and kind of learn from them as much as possible, and kind of get experience wherever you can. Look for opportunities and be hungry.
That's a great send-off.
Can you show us how the Letterpress?
Yeah.
Small tour maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
So,
I guess you could. Yeah.
Yeah.